Hello darlings, welcome to Tea with Justine. As you can see, I have no makeup on today, and that is because we are going to see my optometrist, Dr. Silani, for an eye massage, which technically is called thermal pulsation, but eye massage is much more comprehensible to the laywoman or man. And the purpose of it is to help with my dry eyes. It helps bring out the oils and the lubrication in your eyes. And for people who have dry eye issues, it is so important to take care of your eyes. It's so important to take care of your eyes in general, but since I'm specifically dealing with dry eye issues right now, I wanted to share with you my routine and 4 tips for taking care of dry eyes, because apparently over 50% of the population suffers from dry eyes, and many people don't know it because sometimes we don't have physical symptoms. I definitely had physical symptoms, and actually Dr. Silani introduced me to eye massage last year, and I was like, oh, I don't want to go there yet, it's a little expensive. But this year I had some more serious issues of like serious discomfort, and also sometimes just looking at certain digital screens, like I can't see things as clearly as I should be able to, and it freaked me out a bit because I was like, why can't I see that? And we tested my eyes out. It's not a power issue, so it's not that I need glasses, thank goodness, because I spent a lot of money on getting PRK done, which is a laser eye surgery. And speaking of, laser eye surgery can also cause dry eyes. It usually does. So that definitely has contributed to my dry eyes. But there are a lot of other things that I didn't know that also contribute to dry eyes. Some of that is medication that you take, like birth control. So a lot of women have dry eyes because of hormonal changes, either from birth control, pregnancy, or menopause. Allergy medicines can cause dry eyes, so you want to make sure you list all those medications when you do go to your eye doctor, because there is a purpose. And high blood pressure medicines, high blood pressure in general, can cause dry eyes, as well as thyroid issues, lupus, diabetes. There's a plethora of things that we probably didn't know relate to our eyes as well. Here are 4 ways you can also easily at home take care of your eyes and help yourself with dry eye issues. Number 1, fish oil pills. We all know how good fish oil is for us. Many of us take it for other health reasons, but did you know that fish oil is also good for lubricating your eyes? Now, you want to be very careful because unfortunately, apparently a lot of fish oils out there are made with the wrong form. So what you want to look for is the triglyceride form. So Nordic is a good brand, and so is PRN. You want to make sure you take your pills with food. That helps with absorption. The second thing, and the one thing I definitely cannot live without, is eye drops. So you want to make sure you get really good ones like these, Retain, which I get from my eye doctor. They're not prescription, but I don't think you can find these in stores. And the ones you find in stores, they are less effective, and these are preservative-free, longer-lasting comfort, and just all around more effective. So get you some good eye drops. Number 3, I mentioned removing makeup. Make sure you have a good makeup remover. Right now I'm using a couple things. One is the Bloom Toner from EMK. This is actually first and foremost meant for hydrating and clearing up your skin, but it works great as a primer before makeup or as a makeup remover. The only thing you want to make sure of is to spray it onto a cotton pad if you're removing eye makeup, because if you spray it in your eye, it does hurt. Trust me, I've done it. And the instructions even say, careful not to spray into your eye, but of course, I would be the one. First spray, like directly into my eye, and it did sting. This is a really great solution because it removes even hard to remove makeup. Now, the sort of second line of defense that I've got is this AccuSoft lid scrub, which you can use as a makeup remover, but in general it's just good for cleaning your eyes. So then even if you don't wear makeup, it's good to make sure your eyes are clean because you want to keep the bacteria out of your eyes, and this is really gentle on the eye, so even if you get it in your eye, it doesn't hurt. The 4th and final thing is my favorite, and it is this eye mask that sort of is like your at-home eye massage and has the same effects. It's got little beads inside, and you microwave it for 20 seconds. So the combination of the beads and the heat helps to bring out the oils and the lubrication in your eye. And you just put it on your eyes, 5 to 10 minutes. Best to turn on a podcast or some music so that you're not just laying there wondering why this is the longest 5 to 10 minutes of your life. Not that this isn't enjoyable, it's like a hot, heavy pillow on your eyes, but if you're like me, like it's hard to just lay there and do nothing and be awake. But I like to do this before bed, drink my chamomile tea, and then after I take this off, I do not look at the phone just to make sure like my eyes stay lubricated and I get a restful sleep. When you take this off, it is so nice. It is like you already feel refreshed, your eyes feel moist, and it's a perfect way to get into bed and just relax, have a nice sleep, have sweet dreams. All right, so those are my 4 tips and my own routine that I do to take care of my dry eyes. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. And now we are off to Dr. Silani. I love Dr. Silani because he is so thorough with everything. I've had people tell me in the past that I have dry eyes. Actually, one optometrist, she actually said, "You are not producing any tears." But she didn't say why or how I should be careful. She just prescribed me some eye drops. Not Dr. Silani. He took pictures of my eyeballs and explained to me exactly what was going on. So it's very cool, and he's really awesome. So yes, Dr. Silani is for sure the king of eyeballs of the hills of Beverly. And his office is right on Robertson, and he has a little lot, which makes parking very convenient, which is very important for all Angelinos, is it not? So if you need an optometrist who will take care of you and who will explain things to you, visit Dr. Silani, Beverly Hills Optometry. And now, my eyeballs are ready for a spa day. So we are here with Dr. Silani. Say hi to Dr. Silani.
How's it going, guys?
I'm really excited for my eye massage today. It's been working really well. I brought you some tea, some white tea.
So much.
Only the best tea for the best doctor. So I kind of wanted to just share what the eye massage process is and like what all this fun stuff is.
Certainly. So we're treating Justine for dry eyes, and the eye massage we see here is a protocol that I've implemented in our practice in Beverly Hills, and it helps for redness, dryness, contact lens intolerance, patients who are post-LASIK. So a lot of applications. The eye massage helps to increase the tear quality in your eyes, so that way your tears are bathing the surface of the eye, so they're more comfortable.
Yes, which I need a lot of help with.
Less irritation.
Yeah.
Eye massage is kind of that deep clean to get the oil glands to function as properly as possible, and the therapeutic temperature is at 108 degrees, so that's what the studies show is most important to reduce the side symptoms of dryness.
Yeah, and then so you have to do it 4 times. Well, it's advised to do it 4 times, right, in a month, and then like as needed.
And then we go into maintenance from there. So depending on how bad the patient's dryness is, some patients love the way it feels and they come back once a month.
Yeah.
But medicinally, usually quarterly is enough, so every 3 months or so. And then we get about 80 to 85% success rate with just the eye massage. If they're still not getting the relief that they need, we have other modalities or other modern in-office techniques that we can do to complement the eye massage.
Right. And I remember you saying that if some people have like really serious dryness, it might not be that beneficial to them.
Yeah, so it helps for mild, moderate, and severe dryness, but if their oil glands have been compromised or they've died off or atrophied, then they won't get the results that we would expect.
Okay.
The earlier we catch the dryness and kind of proactively engage the treatment, the better the outcomes can be.
Right.
So we can optimize the outcome. But if there's no glands, this helps to stimulate the glands. We're really there's not much that can be done.
So someone wanting to get eye massage should
do the dry eye testing.
Yes.
Which is absolutely imperative, and then early detection is the key.
Right.
I think is what you're alluding to. So the earlier we catch the dryness, and I've seen patients. I had a patient earlier this week who was 10 years old, and she already had some damage to her glands. So,
that's so sad.
Yeah, so it's kind of like if you don't brush your teeth for a decade or 2 decades or 3 decades, there's a lot of catch-up work. There's a lot of catch-up work. Your teeth might be missing. So in this case, the glands could be missing.
Okay.
And now there's a lot more research in that realm, so there's a lot of buzz around dry eye. So happy to get you treated for dry.
Yes, thank you. So, okay, there's not,
as well.
yeah, there's not like a lot of machinery here, but can we take a closer look at it?
Yeah, of course. The device, it has basically a probe here that keeps the heat at a steady 108 degrees, and it's calibrated nicely. We use an ultrasound gel or a coupling gel to help conduct the heat. So this gets placed on the eyelids, never touches the eyeball, and it engages the upper and lower eyelid near the eyelid margin to help open up those oil glands. So really great device for immediate relief, as well as painless and extremely effective. The gel, basically just conductive gel or coupling gel, and we apply it to the tip of the probe here, and we get started from there. The Oculus Kertograph 5M is basically our device that does our dry report, and there are many ways to check for dryness, but this puts together in a really nice report what's going on. So we can check the patient's tear quality. So we'll go into this first page.
How scary is that with my eye?
It's beautiful.
All red.
So let's see. So here we go. So this page is one of my favorites. So it goes over the tear quality. So as we play the video, areas of dryness will show up in red. So I'll loop back around, and I'm going to stop it right around here. So ideally, we'd like patients to be in the green zone. So as we can see on this diagram, there are reds, oranges, and yellows, and that correlates with how quickly the tears evaporate. So if there's a lot of tear evaporation, it can lead to tissue damage, dryness, irritation, just not fun symptoms. So that's the left eye, and essentially what we're doing is we want to treat with the eye massage or other techniques to make the tear film more robust. The next page we look at is redness analysis. So we can see that there's a little bit of inflammation and redness along the whites of the eyes, and then we can put that on a grading scale. So this is Justine's eye, and then this is the grading scale. So ideally we like to be on this end of the scale and avoid being, no one wants to be in the 3 and 4s. At the moment, you're on the proper end of the scale, but if we don't take care of the oil glands, you could continue to veer towards the right end of the scale, and we don't want that.
Can I go back to the left end of the
Yeah,
scale?
on this scale, you're able to go kind of back and forth. On the next scale we're going to look at, it's a one-way street. So as we can see, for the most part, white is good. And if you imagine that these are teeth, we want the teeth to start way over here and end up on this side, and then we also want them to extend all the way up to that margin right there. So they're a little bit recessed, and we've had a few on this side that have atrophied. So these ones have shortened a little bit, and these ones have atrophied. Now you can go ahead and lose a few here and there, but as soon as we start to see recession or atrophy, we want to kind of catch it ahead of time, so that way you don't progress. So if I put this one on the grading scale, here you're between about 1 to 2. On this scale, you can only stay put or move towards the right. This person has perfect glands. This person has had a few that have been damaged, and then further along, and this is kind of the worst case scenario. Ideally, when we see patients for dry eye treatments, the 1 and 2 is where we get the best results. When they're in 3, we can still see some results, but it's minimally improved. And the person who's in grade 0 just likes the way it feels. But there's not much therapeutic improvement. So although sometimes we see good anatomy, but the glands aren't functioning properly, so we still check that in the microscope during the exam or the dry evaluation. Starting, so the device again uses heat, and we help to massage the glands in order to get out any kind of debris or gunkiness. So if you imagine, the oils can harden just like butter in the solid state.
Yeah.
And then you take the butter and you put it, as an extreme example, that you put it in a frying pan, it goes from a solid state to liquid state.
So what eye flavors are?
That's, yeah, so when you have debris that comes from the eyes, it could be dense tears or accumulation of proteins with the tears. And it could be that the oils are expressing gunky stuff. There are really no contraindications for this. During the procedure, most patients are very comfortable. I've had some fall asleep on me, or snoring. It's always,
It just feels so nice. It's so nice and warm.
but it's really soothing, right? The eye massage, this portion is really important. I manually press on a number of glands at the same time using this device called the MGE to see how your oil glands are functioning. It also helps to push good and bad oils out so they're flowing properly.
So you can actually see the oils coming out of my glands.
Precisely, yeah. So, and what I'm looking for, the glands are supposed to express and have like an olive oil consistency.
Oh.
So that's the ideal. Then they can have an olive oil mixed with a kind of like a white appearance. That's not so good. They can have a toothpaste appearance, which is
Gross.
really gross, but very important to treat. We can also see yellow stuff come out. So those lighter things that I look for are not really important to treat. And then sometimes we don't see anything come out. In your case, I'm not seeing any white or yellow, thankfully, so you're taking good care of cleaning the lids nicely. And so some of your glands are working really nicely with the olive oil consistency, and some of them are still a bit clogged, so hopefully by that third or fourth session we'll get those water fountains on.
Thanks, Dr. Silani.
Thanks, Justine. Pleasure. Oh, that's delicious.
I love sharing health-related issues and treatments with you because we don't always know what's available to us and what to ask. Like, how many of you knew that you could get an eye massage? If you'd like to reach out to Dr. Silani, you can find him on Instagram as well. Or just look up Beverly Hills Optometry. I'm sure he would love to see you and he'll take excellent care of you because he is simply the best. So thanks again to Dr. Silani for letting us film the eye massage and giving us a little more insight into our eye health. If you enjoyed that adventure, remember to subscribe to our channel, hit like, let us know if you have any questions in the comments or if you have thoughts about it, if you've tried an eye massage out before. And thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you all next time. Toodles!